You should join us, my friend. We are having a lot of fun here.
Oh no, Jespar, not like this. I wanted you to be like, I wanted you to be half naked, but not like this. Not when you're dealing with your family problems and you're like completely drunk off your hiney, your super sexy tight hiney. I'm gonna be polite. Give them 50 pennies. Please go. We really need to have a chat.
Hey, but we were just getting started.
Started, so you didn't started does mean you didn't finish. Okay, good.
You are way too serious sometimes, you know that? There are times when you just have to indulge.
Yeah, you're telling me that when you're here again, almost like half naked in front of me with your bulging biceps and your ridiculously ripped abs and blazes, Jespar, this is disgusting. Just look at yourself. What with glimmer past clap dust? That's bloody dangerous. You know that. There's a difference between indulging and drinking yourself under the table.
I am enjoying myself. You should try that for a change, you know. Who knows how much time there's left for that? What are you doing here anyway?
I was worried about you. I was worried about you. Well, your own sister tried to kill you. I just wanted to check in on you to see if you need someone to talk to.
Right. Talking. Talking is good. Or is it? I forgot.
Yes. Jespar, can you stop? Can you stop, can you just stop being super sexy right now? Oh. Do you blame yourself for Adila's death? Don't you? You blame yourself for Adila's death, don't you? You can't deal with what happened. That's why you're drinking yourself under the table.
Maybe I can't, yeah. Or maybe I don't give a fuck about Adila. Maybe I don't give a fuck about any of you. And I'm just waiting for the right moment to stab you all in the back.
You don't
Who
mean
knows?
that.
That's the great thing about life. You can never tell exactly which way the wind blows.
You don't mean that, Jespar. I know you. I know you. You don't mean that. Jespar, what's wrong with you? You're not yourself.
Oh, I'm not? What if what you're seeing here is my true self?
Oh.
And if it was, would you still bother pretending to care?
I did with Kalia.
Nah, you wouldn't. I think if you really knew me, you'd have been long gone.
This is a very similar conversation that I had with Kalia, and I stuck around with her. What's your point? We're friends. It's not going to change. Why would I do that?
You just don't want to get it, do you? Let me think how I can make myself more clear.
What? Where are you going, Jespar? Where are you going? What are you doing?
3 words. I don't care. I don't care where my jobs come from and what I have to do as long as I'm getting paid. I don't care if the beggar in the front of the tavern eats his own shit as long as I can enjoy my beer inside. And I don't care if people who think they're important to me kick the fucking bucket, because I just don't care. Adila's dead? Fuck it. At least that means there's no one around anymore who knows what I really am.
Jespar.
Lucia. She was the first one. I took what I wanted from her, and when it got too tiresome, I just left her behind. Like all the others, before and after her.
Oh, this is the woman he was talking about before. The High Ones are responsible for Adila's death, not you.
The High Ones. Yeah, those goddamn High Ones. When those thugs killed our family, she was so hurt, so lost, you know? But do you think I did anything to help her? All I cared about was myself. What Adila did, what she became, that didn't just happen overnight. I always felt that something was wrong with her, how she kept on withdrawing from the outside world, reading all these stupid books my father always read. But I never went to see her. I never wrote her. And you know why? Not because there wasn't time for it. Not because I couldn't cope with it myself. I didn't because I couldn't be bothered. Couldn't bother with her moodiness. Didn't bother with all the drama. I just couldn't care less.
And that's why you told me the story.
Just as I didn't give a fuck about Lycia.
And that's why you told me the story, because you think that history is repeating itself again. And that's why you feel guilty. Again. All the others? What do you mean?
Have you never wondered why I'm by myself? Loyalty, friendship, love. It's bullshit. We're born alone, we live alone, and we die alone. And I seem to be the only one who fucking sees it. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Jespar. Oh, I really want to give this guy a hug. Oh, goodness gracious. I want to give this guy a hug so badly. Oh, Angelus is like, dear Lord, dear gods, can I just get this guy to shut up and let him let me take care of him? Goodness gracious. Give him the love that he deserves, finally. Alicia wanted something you couldn't give her. You told me that. But Alicia left you, not the other way around. You told me that.
We were on a mission in Golden Forest, and had just set up camp for the night. That was a couple of nights after we realized that we had different expectations, so to speak. I went to get firewood, and when I came back, there were half a dozen bandits in the camp. Lycia was out cold. She was still alive. I saw it. She was alive, but I just ran. I just turned around and fucking ran.
Jespar. Anything you could have done for her. But why?
Why? Because I never gave a shit about people, even if they were deluded enough to think otherwise. It's just like Adela said. My life revolves around one thing, and that is me. Jespar. The navel of the fucking universe.
It was 6 against 1. Was there really anything you could have done for her?
Does it matter? I didn't even consider fighting, not for a moment.
I mean, you have a point. You do have a point, Jespar. Like, it shouldn't have mattered. It shouldn't have mattered. You're right. But it happened. What did the bandits do to her, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know. I never went back. Never.
You got scared. Learning from them is the true test. Then her death is on you. You got scared. That's not exactly heroic, but it sure is human. We all make mistakes. Learning from them is the true test.
Tell that to Lycia.
True.
Do you think it was any different with us? I saw you and felt there'd be money in helping you. And if that Korak had offered me my life against yours, do you think I would even think twice? You think we're friends, or whatever, but we aren't.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. All this is stopped. You're still here because you have a mission. Nonsense that you're drunk and you can't deal with your loss. Maybe we should part ways from now on. I'm not an idiot, Jespar. I know there's more between us. You've shown me that more than once.
You do? Well, then tell me one thing. What do you have that I can't get from one of these whores down here? Sorry, but you're not as irresistible as you think you are. Yeah, we've had our little backs and forths, and it was fun. But that's all it ever was.
All this stopped being lucrative long ago, and you know it. You're still here because you believe in our mission. Then maybe we should part ways from now on. You know what? You're still here because of it. Nonsense, Jespar. You're drunk and you can't deal with your loss.
If that's what you want to believe, go ahead. You think I'm something that I'm not. Something I never was. I'm a sellsword, not one of the good guys. And you think that you know me, but you don't. Adela and Lycia, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, please, just go, okay? I need to get away from here. From this city, from these people, from everything.
Why did I hear that? What was that whisper? Whoa, where are you going? Wow, Jespar is just gonna leave me here. Oh, Jespar. Alright, alright. Cat and mouse. Cat and mouse. That's fine. That's fine. Don't know where he went. But there will not be. I am not giving up. Angelus is not giving up. No. Oh, Jespar. Oh, Jespar. Oh, what are we gonna do, Angelus? What are we gonna do? Alright, so we want to... I have to speak with your master. Or who live? I have to speak to your master, it's important. Who lives here?
Why, the king of the fabled empire of old Aranath, and his 101 catamites, of course. Why the stupid question? If you don't know whose house this is, then you sure as fuck don't belong here.
Actually, I have to speak with your master, it's important.
Oh. Oh, do you now?
Yes.
Well, at the risk of blowing your mind, my job is to keep folk like you out. Now, what makes you think that you're any different?
Your life depends on it, and that's not a threat. Fine, point taken. And here I thought men like you didn't exist anymore.
Men like me? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, simple men with a sense of responsibility. Day in, day out, all you do is stand here, serving your master faithfully. That's admirable. It really is.
What the? Now you listen here, you imbecile. I'm standing here because my master pays me a cuntload to do so. That's all. I don't owe that bastard anything. Plus, I'm sure as fuck not a simple man. I'm a bloody adventurer, a libertine, and all this, it's just temporary. Yeah, that's right. It's just temporary.
Oh, of course. Sorry. I meant no disrespect. Now that I think about it, you certainly do have that adventuring vibe about you.
Don't mention it. I probably would have thought it. You know what? Come to think of it, I've been sucking on this bloody vulture's teat for way too long now. Yeah, let him find another merc to do his shitty bidding. I'm done.
That was easy.
You go on inside. Just act like you belong. The guards will think you're expected.
Finally, a rhetoric actually helped me out. Thank you. Dal'Varek estate, or something along those lines.
Walk blessed.
Thank you.
You're a visitor. Be careful not to break anything.
I'll try not to, dear.
Yes?
Let's see. Oh, look at this kitchen. Lovely, lovely. I'm a health inspector. Just making sure that everything's in order. We wouldn't want to have the master of the estate be befallen by anything. Okay, everything looks in order here. Oh, I might have to investigate this fine piece of meat thing over here. Well, I was checking out some fine piece of meat that was Jespar earlier, but he's gone and being sad, and I'm trying to make him not so sad. But we will get to that. Ugh, I miss Jespar already. Read earnings. There's no music. Delgaze's treasury. Can't go down there. His estate, I guess? It's got a pretty big house. Surely the Black Pearl should be in here somewhere. Apparently I'm just going off to where I don't belong. Okay, well, I'm just hanging out. Wow! Look at this! A banquet fit for a king.
Oh, grand.
Yet another proof of the notorious reliability of sellswords. I should have known that simpleton was only good for peeling potatoes at best. So, what is it that you want? To mug me?
No.
I would seriously think that over, considering my esteemed bodyguard over there. He belongs to the petrified, and I'm sure he would love to demonstrate just what that means.
I am here to save you from an important life-threatening object. Easy, I just want to talk.
Oh, do you now? You really are a bold one, aren't you? But good, go ahead. Tell me what you consider to be so important that you just had to sneak into my house without my invitation.
The Grand Master. I'm working for someone who's looking for the Black Stones, and apparently your family used to own one. Do you know anything about that?
What? No, you're mistaken. I have no idea what you're talking about. Now get out of here.
But my sources are reliable.
I don't give a shit about your sources. Now get lost. Preferably back to your minstrel fellows, Eterna.
Hey.
Go do a somersault. Play a tune. I don't care. Just get the fuck out of my sight.
Wow. You're gonna play
Kashan,
hard
show my
boy.
guest the way out.
Whoa, okay. So apparently going up here was not the right call. But you know, I think it was the correct thing. The polite thing for Angelus to do would be to go to the master of the house before he goes snooping around, because you know he's done plenty of that earlier. So search for a way to get into Dal'Varek's estate unnoticed. Find something to pressure Dal'Varek. Search a way to get into Dal'Varek's estate. Find a way to pressure Dal'Varek. Okay. Maybe if I go... No. I could go down there. There we go. Now if I get caught by guards, under no circumstances I can get in the guards' range of vision or stop sneaking. With a bit of luck I may get around them to the second floor and into one of the unguarded rooms there. Great. Just great. How am I supposed to do this? I don't know if I can do this, everybody. Oh boy. Come on, move. 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 Whew. So far, so good. Nobody's here. Aha. Oh, okay, good thing. For people like me who aren't particularly good at sneaking around, I'm glad that they didn't make that so significantly hard. Okay. Now what? How do I get... I'm confused. Am I not supposed to... I'm supposed to go... Am I supposed to go out there? Search a way to get into Gus's estate noticed. Find something to pressure Dal'Varek. Well, the arrow... Let's find something to pressure Dal'Varek. Some of the pressure Dal'Gaze is out here? This just takes me to the balcony.
Just don't know their place in the world.
Why did it say they wanted me to come up here?
That should be it.
She smiles into the desert moon and
Do they want me to climb up this ladder?
my heart is aflame.
Ah. Okay. So I'm up on the roof. And when I go, oh, down this way. I see. Sneaky, Angela, sneaky.
Some people just don't know their place in the world.
So what's in this part? Aha. Oh my, these little toy bears. Huh. Okay, okay. So far so good. Requires a key. There needs to be a... Would they have kept the key in this room? Somewhere? Potion. Emerald. Bed. Chest. Key, key, key. Where do I go from here? There's a drill. Ooh. And then a certificate of birth. Completed. Find something to pressure Dal'Gaze. Complete. What is this thing? Reinald Dal'Gaze, born on the 15th day of the arrival, in 8926 AST. Father, Ketaron Dal'Gaze. Mother, Liliara Skinner's daughter. Light Chanapana, signed Julep Thegnor, Apothecarius of the 4th Signet. So this is what I need to confront him about? Confront Dal'Gaze with the birth certificate. Hey you, I broke into your place again. What are you gonna do about it?
What the hell? I've no idea how you got in here, but I swear that you're about to see me get real angry.
So am I. I suppose I can't help wondering why you're hiding a birth certificate. Especially considering that you're apparently childless.
What? All right then. Here's what's going to happen next. You either give me that piece of paper right now, or I will order Kashan to do it for you. And I promise you, that will be a painful process.
Oh, really? I think Kashan should reconsider. I'm sure my employer will draw his own conclusions if I suddenly disappear in your manor.
Your employer? Pah! You're bluffing. I could kill you right here and no one would ever notice that you've gone missing.
Really? Well then, go ahead.
You. All right then. If your life depends on it. So, what do you want? If this was about doing damage to me, you wouldn't have come back with a certificate. So here's the deal. I'll tell you what you want to know, and you'll give me back the paper and keep this matter about the child to yourself. And one thing in advance. Try to double-cross me, and you will regret it. I promise.
I don't think you necessarily have any grounds for bargaining here, sir. Tell me the truth about the Blackstone.
As I expected. All right, then. So, yes, it is true that I once owned the stone, but it is also true that I no longer do. That thing whose birth that piece of paper in your hand proves owns it now. If it is still alive, that is.
Thing? Your son has the Blackstone?
Don't call it that.
Oh.
That creature doesn't deserve to bear the family name.
Wow.
But yes, he has it, if anyone does. I fear I have to go back in time a little. 7 years ago, with my old wench, she got pregnant. At first I thought it was a gift of fate. But when the child came, it was an atrocity, a joke of nature. Everything but a worthy successor for our house.
What is it with all of these daddy issues in this game? It's just like a BioWare game where quite a bit, especially in Mass Effect, quite a bit of characters in Mass Effect had daddy issues, and it seems like there's a lot of daddy issues in this one too, with Kalia's daddy and Jespar's daddy, and this guy being a daddy, even though he doesn't want to be thought of as a daddy. An atrocity. You're saying the child was malformed?
Malformed? Oh, that would be the understatement of the century. It had these tumors all over its face, and its left leg was a clump.
Ugh.
The apothecarius said it was a wonder that it even survived the birth.
And what did you do with him?
I gave him away. And please, save yourself the indignation. You wouldn't understand my decision if I tried to explain it to you.
No, I wouldn't understand it, and that's probably the point. I wouldn't understand it. And what did your companion say about all this? Your wife?
Well, what do you think? She sure wasn't happy about it. But it was the right thing to do, and if a man makes a choice, the wench has to accept it.
Oh, wow.
She's gone, anyway. Syphilis took her.
Wow. My wife's gone anyway. Syphilis took her. And where'd you take him?
To a small village where no one from Ark would ever see him, or at least where no one could trace him back to me.
I've certainly met my share of cold-hearted people, but you outclass them by far. Don't you have a conscience?
Oh, please, spare me that speech. Do you think that creature would have had a good life here?
He could have.
Just go take a look at all those cripples and sick in the Undercity. What future is there for them?
Probably a better future than being
They
out
are
there
the
by
refuse
himself.
of nature, and that is how they are treated.
Ugh.
No. The only future that thing would have been as an attraction in a traveling circus.
Don't you stand up on your
Probably
chair.
should've just put it out of its misery right away. Shame that I let my wife sweet-talk me into doing otherwise.
Don't you dare stand up on a chair just so you can be taller than I am. Overcompensating. And just how did your son end up having a black stone?
My wench. She stole
Your
it from the treasury and put
wife.
it into one of his pockets. She probably thought it was a common jewel of some sort, and that it would help whomever he ended up with to take pity on him. But truth be told, I didn't mind too much when I found out. Buying the black stone in the first place was one of the biggest follies my father ever committed. I don't put much stock in superstition and folk tales, but everyone knows something is wrong with those things. Anyway, since you will probably ask, as far as I know, the village where they took it is called Silver Grove. If the stone still exists, you should find it there. Now, give me the parchment and get lost. I kept my end of the bargain.
Give Katerra the charter. Here, and while you're at it, do the world a favor and choke on your hatred.
I'll think about it. Now get out.
Nice. That guy is a piece of work. Piece of work. Only I would say it without the word work and probably call it something else, but not going to. Find Dal'Varek expelled son in Silver Grove. Great.